Right here is where Ronald Reagan gave a speech on June 6th, 1984 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of D-Day. We are on day 4 now. Our first stop is at Pointe du Hoc. It's a location that German forces occupied during World War II whenever they occupied France. And it was a stronghold and had a battery of heavy guns here. And on the morning of June 6, 1944, U.S. Army Rangers scaled a 90-foot cliff to capture this heavily defended position and then held it against repeated counterattacks. Their heroic actions begin the liberation of Europe. Now we're going to go and take a look around. Right here is where Ronald Reagan gave a speech on June 6th, 1984 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of D-Day. We are now going inside of a German bunker from World War II. This is at Pointe du Hoc.
Wow. It's scary.
I'm afraid of
Hey,
spiders.
let me see. Anna, put your light in there.
I think that's why I'm so scared. It's because spiders.
No.
I think Mom gave up.
Mom, on the roof.
It's like cottage cheese. It's cottage cheese, Dad.
This is the lookout.
Hey, Mom. Mother.
Yes. How are you?
Down here. What?
I hit my head.
Oh my. Power generator. I don't think that was here.
So I really wanted to fly my drone here at Pointe du Hoc, but whenever we went in the visitor center, they looked through my bag and they said it was forbidden.
He goes.
So I wasn't able to do that here. This is one of the bigger craters we've seen. Before D-Day, the Allies bombed this place heavily. There were a lot of big guns that the Germans had. They would place them like here, and these guns could reach Omaha Beach. So this was an important place to take out. The funny thing is that once they got here, the guns had been moved actually to other places, and there were actually no guns here but sticks and stuff. That is where the guns would have been. I read about this museum online, and after we left Pointe du Hoc, we stopped and got a quick bite to eat and came straight over to here. This used to be the headquarters of the German paratroopers before it was overtaken by the American Paratroopers right after D-Day.
This pistol. Look at it. It's all rusted. Oh, there's like a torpedo almost.
This was Lieutenant Dick Winter's smock that he brought back from the war. Here's the gift shop here. All of this is for sale.
Oh, candy.
This is Richard Winters, some of his things. So we just got done with the D-Day experience here at Carentan. It's at the Dead Man's Corner museum as well, and it was really cool. You get into a plane, but first you do a briefing. This electronic guy comes out and does this briefing, and it's not an electronics guy, sorry. It's a hologram. And then after that, you go into an airplane, and it's like a ride, really, like at Disney World almost.
Oh, it's hard to get up.
Rocks back and forth. There's some windows. If you take off in England. And fly over to Normandy, and eventually you get shot down and land.
You get shot like 3 times first.
Right,
And smoke
but it's
starts.
real rocky and it's really cool. The sounds and everything that are in it
A couple of times you get shot, but like
it was really
smoke
worth
comes
it.
out and stuff.
Mayday, mayday! What do you think of the thing, Nolan?
It was good.
Or, that's it? It was good?
Well, it was fun.
One of the things I like about renting a car and driving around rather than doing a group tour is if you find something on the side of the road that you want to stop and look at, you just pull over and you're able to enjoy things off the beaten path. So we are now in Sainte-Mère-Église. So this is a town that was made popular in the movie The Longest Day. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. So on June 5th, I believe, the day before D-Day, part of the town caught fire, and the German corporal ordered a bucket brigade of the townspeople. So while they were doing that, a group of American paratroopers landed in the town. Everybody was shot except for one person named John Steele. who landed on top of the church, and he played dead while he was up there and was later captured by the Germans and released, and he actually survived the entire war. So like I say, if you've ever seen The Longest Day, there's a scene in there for that. So this is the church that he landed on. One of the cool things is there is a memorial up there of him on top of the church. So we just came here to the Airborne Museum in Sainte-Mère-Église. They say it takes about 2 hours to do the whole thing. We have an hour and a half, so we're gonna do the best we can. So we made it. We did the full thing in a little under an hour and a half. It was really neat. There's 4 buildings here, all of them a little bit different. Probably one of the big things that I learned here was that we were wondering yesterday whenever we went to the cemetery, you know, how everyone got there. There were actually 3 temporary cemeteries that were here. And then there were some other cemeteries around Normandy as well. And sometime in the 60s, I believe, families were given the option to have them returned home and buried, or have them moved to the current Normandy cemetery where we went yesterday here in Normandy, the American cemetery. And so that's where all of the bodies were taken there. So that was one of the interesting things that we learned here. As you see Nolan playing on a tank back behind me. This right here is a memorial to the 101st Airborne Division E Company. All of this, the names of the men who died from that company on June 6th, which was D-Day, are written on the plaque. Here is the Richard Winters Leadership Memorial. It's dedicated to Richard Winters. Have you ever seen Band of Brothers? This is the main character in those movies, and it's dedicated to him and all the men who fought with him. There's one of his sayings written on here: "As wars do not make men great, but they do bring out greatness in good men." So we're at the end of day 4, and it was a really good day today, like all the rest. And we woke up and went to Pointe du Hoc. After that, we went to and had some lunch. After that, we went to Dead Man's Corner, a museum, and the D-Day experience. And then after that, we went to Sainte-Mère-Église. So that was pretty much our day. Tomorrow, we're going to get up and do a few things in Bayeux. We're going to go see the tapestry there, and then take our drive back to Paris and do some stuff there.